she became an advocate of the girls' education during the Taliban's attacks on girls' schools in her hometown. Ensuring her voice could be heard around the world, she began anonymously blogging for the BBC about living under the Taliban's threats to deny her an education. However, once her identity was revealed, she became a target for the Taliban, and on October 9, 2012, Malala was shot by a gunman while traveling home from school.
Pakistani girl Malala Yousafzai, who was shot in the head.
Young girl was shot and wounded.
She is still in critical condition.
New hope for the brave young girl who was shot in the head for speaking out against the Taliban. The 14-year-old has been sent to England for further treatment.
Miraculously, Malala survived and has continued to speak out on the importance of education around the world. In 2013, Malala became the youngest person ever to be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. However, according to Malala, the only prize in her mind is the award to see every child go to school, a goal that she is ready to dedicate her life to.
One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.
Thank you, sir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful. First of all, I would like to say Assalamu alaikum. Namaste, au revoir, hola, marhaba, welcome. I think you may know me as the girl who was shot by the Taliban or who got head injury. But I would like to share my story with you. Who I am, where do I come from? How was my life before this incident? Economically, I was born in a poor family, but ethically, it was rich. And he is a great father. He accepted me with equal rights. He treated me and my brothers with equality. I was considered to be a good girl because I was working hard in my studies, getting first position in the class. But I also did some mistakes in my life. Sometimes I was a bit naughty, but still. Sometimes I would just fight with my brother, which I'm continuing. But I also did another mistake. Once I lied. I could not tell the truth. I also stole my friend's jewelry. I was very young at the time. But the fact is that once I did these mistakes, I learned from them. And I never repeated them. I just want to tell you that we have some weaknesses. We all are not perfect. You are expecting me to be very tall, but I'm not. I know we all have some weaknesses, but it does not mean that we don't And also, there is courage and there is fear. I sometimes get scared of ghosts, of dragons, of skeletons. But the fact is that your courage should be more than your fear. And that's what I love you too. In Swan, we faced terrorism. And at that time, I realized that education was something very important. More than 400 schools were blasted at that time. Women were not allowed to go to market. Girls' education was banned. CD shops were blasted. Schools were blasted. At that time, we were living in terrorism. And we had two options at that time. One was not to speak and die. And the second was to speak and then die. And I chose the second one. We spoke at that time. We raised our voices. I wrote a diary for BBC. I also appeared in New York Times documentaries. I also wrote few articles, spoke to media channels. I did not know that outside Swat, the world was listening to our words. And soon I discovered that the powerful tool, the powerful weapon you have is your voice. I faced this incident in my life as well. On the 9th of October, I was shot by the Taliban. But on that day, the little bit fear that I had died. And courage and strength and power is gone. And I got courage because of two reasons. The first was that I realized that even death is supporting me in my cause of education. And the second reason that I found more courage was your love, your prayers, and your support. And that is, we should live as a family. This is a very small world, a very small world. We should live as a family. We should think about each other. We should not ignore the children who are suffering from terrorism in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, and in Syria. Then we should think about these children. And also, we need some small little things. When I would say these words would appear very common. We should be kind to each other. We should be friendly to each other. We should love each other. Like we can hardly live up to 80, 90 years. In this short life, why do we hate each other? Why don't we love each other? Because the fact is that let's enjoy this life. Let's enjoy it. The best thing to enjoy life is to live as a group, is to live as a community. Because as an individual, you can survive. And I also believe that we have been sent to this earth with diversity. And it is what we should keep it in mind, that we should not have prejudice or discrimination in our society because of the color or gender or religion. We should love each other, we should accept each other's views.